Hardy hi campers, hope you're doing well. So back out for another adventure. Just out for a Bimbles this morning though. No camping today. So I'll bring you along for a camping adventure very soon, don't you worry. But yeah, lovely autumnal day. Bit chilly this morning. So I'm layered up, got the wool gear out. I love this time of year. So much better than the summer. No bugs wanting to eat you. Not worrying about constantly sweating my nuts off. It's wonderful. So yeah, I've just got the haversack. It's Remembrance Sunday today, so I'll be taking a moment to think about those that have been lost, and enjoying a nice cup of tea and something to eat, I'm sure, as well. So hang around and I'll bring you along. Bye for now. So I've only walked half a mile and I'm sweating already. Obviously this swan dry was a bit too much, too warm. But I'll appreciate it when I stop walking, I think. It's lovely up here. So I've just stepped off the beaten track for a little bit. Been bushwhacking, if you will, through the chestnut coppice here. Happened upon a shelter someone's built, not one of mine, not really my thing, to be honest, but they look to have done a reasonably good job of it. They've sort of paracorded a cross brace there and used the Y stick there. That's kind of, it's obviously incomplete or been left to collapse of its own accord, but it's a good effort. Nice spot here for camping though. I'll take a few, because I was getting a bit of a sweat on anyway. But yeah, it's a nice spot. Always a little bit dubious of camping in amongst the chestnut coppices though, if I'm honest with you. Nice, lovely woodland. They always get a nice colour in the autumn. I mean, all sort of nice sort of shade of yellow at the moment. The problem I have with the chestnut sort of coppice is that the trees and the leaves, they have a sort of natural saponin within them, and when they get wet, it makes the ground really boggy, and the ground around my way where the chestnut coppices are also quite clayey, and so they don't drain so well, and they just turn into a bit of a quagmire. But one of my motives for walking around this part of the woodland today, because I've not been around here for many years, is just to go off the beaten track from time to time and see what I can find. And this sort of part of the woodland is not a bad shout really, because you're well away from any footpaths here, which is probably why the person built this shelter here, I dare say. But it doesn't look like it's been visited for a long time, that's for sure. But plenty of options around here to throw a tarp up and have a little camp should you wish. But yeah, I just have one slight reservation of camping in the chestnut woodlands is the ground conditions really. But let me know what you think. Do you camp in chestnut woodlands? How do you find it? Be interested to hear. Keep thinking I can hear deer wandering around here. There are plenty of deer around this part of the woodland, that's for sure. So I can hear things moving around, large sounding things, so could be deer. Anything that lets this location down though is you got the sound of the motorway in the background. Not too far from a really busy motorway here, so you've almost got that going on, which is a real shame. You can't have it all, can you? Alright, I'm going to sit here for a minute, I think, and carry on. Also, whilst I'm sitting here, I thought I'd just give a shout out to my mate Luke. He's on Instagram. His Instagram handle was socially golfing. He's a friend of mine. He's training to run the London Marathon at the moment, and he's running it for charity. He's trying to raise funds for the Epilepsy Society, which is a very worthy cause. I know, and Luke himself suffers with epilepsy. He lives with epilepsy, yeah, so it's a cause that's quite close to his heart, and a worthy one at that. And I know that he's been working hard with his training. He completed a half marathon last weekend, which is more than I can do, I can tell you. So well done, Luke. And yeah, if anyone's wanting to donate to Luke's cause, and the Epilepsy Society is a cause that's important to you, then I'll pop a link in the description below to his Just Giving page, and any donations, I'm sure, will be gratefully received. So good luck, Luke. Lovely. Loving the colours at the moment. Just noticed that it's starting to rain. Might find somewhere to stop in a minute and sit under the poncho. Nice, quick, simple plough point, but with one end raised up. Todd's law, of course, dictates that as soon as I pitch it, the rain stops. But it's time for a cup of tea anyway, so I'm going to get a brew on. So I've got my trusty Crusader cook set today. The whole cook set fits really nicely into one of Dave Fry's pouch. It's heavy old brute, this cook set, but I do like using it. Easy peasy. Cheers. What a mess. Just found this spot just stone's throw from where I was just having a brew. I didn't notice it, but thought I'd have a look down here for potential camping spots and found this. It's obviously a sort of campsite that's not been used for a long time. It's got a bit of a fire pit there with a bit of metal base, a grill over there, makeshift shelter that's long since collapsed, and a little bag of supplies. I've just cut this rope down because it was strung between these two trees and it was cutting in down here, so not doing the tree any good whatsoever. But I've actually got a mind to come back to this spot and clear away the rubbish and maybe have a camp here, because it is a nice spot. It's well out of the way. I can see why the person set up camp here, and yeah, I might use the firewood, use the wood for fire, and have a camp here, tidy it up, carry home a bin bag full of rubbish. I think that could be on the cards next time I'm up here. They've made some sort of sawhorse or whatnot. But this is one of the things that irritates me about the shelters that people build up here. If you want to do it, but build it with the materials that you have around you. Don't bring up all this crap and then leave it looking like this for other people to tidy up. There's another tarp strewn over there. Get some more tits. But I'm going to mark this spot on my map, and I'll come back to it another day. Found myself a nice bench to sit on. This could well be a good spot to stop for breakfast actually. I haven't walked that far since my last brew, but this is a bimble, not a sprint. So what a view. I'm going to drink in that view there, I think. So for breakfast I've just got a wrap pack, all day breakfast. I think it's a vegetarian one though, so. Never had this before, to be honest with you, so who knows what it's like. Just going to scrunch it up, put some water in there, and let it do its thing. There we go. Use the water for a brew. Breakfast is served. Even though it's a vegetarian all day breakfast, it's got sausage in that. Must be veggie sausages. It's not actually that bad. Back on the move again. That all day breakfast was rather nice. Hit the spot, had a nice cup of tea, back on the trail. The colours are absolutely glorious. Such a treat to be out. Nice little game trail going up there. I'm going to say that's probably deer. Tempted to follow it. Could be something interesting up there. So I did just follow it, and I found an old badger set. Let's stick the camera down here. Just a bit of fungi. I'll carry on up there for a bit. So a bit further up, got a nice deer hoof print, so definitely a deer trail. Cool. Always like doing a little bit of tracking. Just saw a deer. I think I might have scared it. It's just over there somewhere. That's going to bugger off now, I should think. That was cool to see that. That's why it's always cool to go off piste a little bit, follow the less trodden paths. And found a nice birch woodland there. I'm going to have a look in the birch woodland, because I've always got an eye out for potential camp spots. That's a beast of a chestnut. So this is kind of right, I think. Just come up to this sort of area. I found some chestnut, not chestnut, silver birch, and it's flattened out here, and I've gotten away from the sort of nasty clay sort of chestnut soil that you get around the chestnuts, right on top of the hill. And this could be a good proposition for a camp, you know. The only problem I think will be in the summer getting to this spot, because you are surrounded by brambles. But that is also a good thing, because it means no one's going to bother you if you can beat a passage here, pathway here, then you're laughing. But yeah, nice young trees, beech, silver birch, and there's chestnuts around the perimeter. Lovely jubbly. Come on, Irene. Definitely camp here, that's for sure. Been roaming around in circles today, folks, just mooching around the woodland. But it's been lovely. The canopy of the tree canopy has been protecting me from the rain. I haven't needed really to stop to put the shelter up. It's been absolutely glorious. What a treat. There we go then, folks. I've just found another bench to perch myself on, drinking in the views, and gonna head back to my car now, I think, and carry on with my day. It's been a nice few hours though. Nice couple of cups of tea. Recce a few spots for camping in the future. Quite excited about a couple of the spots actually. I think there's some good opportunities there. I think this is going to be my last opportunity this year to have a bimble up the woods, so I've got quite a hectic few weeks ahead of me. But I'm out camping in Suffolk next week, so I'll try and bring you along for that. It's going to be a big group camp, that one though, so I'm not sure how much filming I'll do. But then after that I'll be down in Cornwall for Christmas, so I'm going to do a camp on the moors again down that way, so I'll bring you along for that as well. But yeah, in the meantime, I'll bid you farewell, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.